He's a two-way player. He's elite on offense, elite on defense. You know, kind of a trendsetter in the community. Usually comes up with some popular concepts. We've seen.
He's one of the better players every single year. Everybody thinks he's one of the best offensive players.
All right, in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the absolute best defense versus the mountain wide post out of the gun trips, tight end flex. Again, this is the Saints offensive playbook, and we're going to be the multiple defensive playbook here. So, again, I'm going to be running dime 3-2, and I'm going to be coming out in, I'm going to set my shell to 2-man. The reason why you want to set your shell to 2-man when you're playing versus these trips formations is so you have a DB aligned over each receiver, just so they don't have the numbers advantage to the receiver side. Because when they don't see a DB aligned over each receiver, again, it's going to be really easy for them to run RPOs or snap those seam streaks. So that's where I like to have this 2-man, you know, having somebody aligned over each receiver. And a lot of times it just baits them out of even throwing their RPO. So, in here, we're going to be coming out and cover for a drop. And I'm going to be picking that on wide post. Now, one thing, what's really weird about this formation is, like, for some reason, this deep blue doesn't play a streak. I don't know why. So I back him off, right? And practice mode is being weird, but you can usually just individually back off this guy. But look at this cross zone purple right here. So this curl flat that's running across the field, it's actually going to follow the slant the whole way across the field. And there's another way to make it better that we'll get to in a second. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And then I'm going to man up triangle here for this little zig, and I'm going to shade inside. So this is what my defense is going to look like versus this. And again, I don't just do things in practice mode. Again, you're going to see the gameplay right after if you're on my Manu YouTube. And if you're on the Madden Academy YouTube, make sure to head over to Manu YouTube if you want to see the gameplay after. But again, I played somebody really good running trips, head and flex, and head-to-head today. So then I'll do something like, I'll usually put my hooks on 5, right? So here's kind of what I do. So you see there, and pay attention to the curl flat here in the instant replay. Pay attention to the slot corner here. Watch how he just mirrors. Again, this is a curl flat. Curl flat, since we're in 2-man under, again, he's designed to run over to this side of the field. Again, he's just going to mirror this slant the whole way across the field. And then we have the hard flat underneath to stop the running back flat, right? And then I switch stick off, so just so they can't throw this early, I man up this route right here, right? I man up this route, and then I'll switch stick back to this route. And you can actually bait a lot of people like this because they're going to see this guy manned up. They're going to think it's a wide open pass to this tight end post. And then we switch stick onto this guy right here. And we'll be able to bait the post. And then we have our hooks on underneath for this little zig, right? So here I'll show one more time. And also you want to get your safety adjustments on close and pinch. So I'll do that. But I'll also show you one way to make this a little bit better. So if your curl flat isn't following all the way, again, we'll do close and pinch, right? Help versus seam streaks, close and pinch. I'll put my hooks on 5 for the return route. I'll put my curl flat on 10 to make sure he doesn't drop down on the slant, right? To make sure he follows the slant the whole way across the field. So we do this one more time. So I'm going to put the slant. Again, I'm going to individually back off the outside corner or else he'll get burned in the streak. I'm going to hard flat this linebacker on the right of the screen to help versus that flat route by 7, right? And in the curl flat, again, it's going to guard the slant across the field. I'm going to man up 84 the slot and shade him inside for the zig. And then my user's already in this hook for the return route for by the time we switch off of him. And then I stand right over the center right here to shoot any inside zone, right? Or RPO. So I go left on the D-pad. R1 to bring up the stunts menu, and I'm going like slightly down on the left stick right here to prepare for like any RPO or run shoot. So even if they do run the ball, again, we'll be in good position. And right here, this is a scary look, right? Again, we're actually not guarding the RPO here, but it's a scary look because each DB is aligned over each receiver. That's why we're running the 2-man under shell, right? And again, we'll have the return route manned up originally because these return routes, you do a really good job of, you can throw these return routes really early versus a hook zone. But again, if we man them up, they're not going to be able to throw it early. And then by the time, again, we switch off of the man up, again, he's going to run right into the hook. And we'll most likely get pressure by then. You'll see that curl flat will do a good job of following him across the field. And it'll even look like they can throw it here, but again, he'll catch up to it. So again, the downside of this defense is you know, we're baiting them, but we're not actually guarding the RPO. So the weakness of this is if somebody actually just called the RPO again. So then if they actually do start calling the RPO, that's when the chess match comes into play, and you would actually have to start manning up this receiver right here. Manning up R1 onto circle. And practice mode is glitching right now, but yeah, in an actual game, I would man him up onto circle. Yeah, I don't know why it's practice mode is not letting me doing that, but when we get into the game, you'll kind of see that a little bit. But yeah, so I'm never going to be the one to tell you though, like, oh, you know, this defensive setup I'm running is unstoppable. You're going to spam up the whole game. Like when you're playing Madden, you have to think. You know what I'm saying? You can't just spam a certain defense. You can't just spam a certain play. No matter how many fucking, you know, spam, you know, clickbait titles you see on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, right? Again, you have to think in a game. Again, you can't just spam a certain setup. Again, you have to be think. It always comes back to which of the 16 spaces are they attacking, and then are you shifting your resources or defenders into those 16 spaces? Again, I just dropped my 16 spaces playbook on the Madden Academy. Again, if you want to actually learn how to think through Madden and not just spam setups, again, that's the absolute only resource out there. It's the ultimate decision-making system to help guide you in offensive play calling, defensive play calling, and to help you think for yourself in the game. But let's jump into the gameplay. So again, I want you to see this isn't just like practice mode theory. Again, I actually use everything that I show you in these practice mode videos and an actual game versus real people versus real competent players. So let's head over to the gameplay. Game Master, I mess with it. Definitely some exciting changes coming up, especially for a grand. We're making some design upgrades on some big design upgrades on the site for like our Grandmaster page and just like our homepage in general. Long overdue, but it's gonna be really, really nice. Oh wow, what the hell is this? Is that an actual blitz? Wow. Yeah, mobs. Yeah, no, 1000%, brother. 1000%. They're well aware of it. I believe that, you know, they're trying to fix it. But yeah, I would imagine it's out of the game by next year. If it's not, I mean, wow. All I can say is wow if it's not out of the game by next year. To say the least. I think, give me 1 second. Dude, this guy just ran 3 defenses over the course of like 3 plays. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you see me, I don't even speed boost. I think maybe with Saudi Arabia taking over, they might, since the company got... Wait, reword that? Say that one more time. I think maybe with Saudi Arabia taking over, they might, since the company got sold. I don't know what... Reword that for me. By the way, small little thing for blocking blitzes in this game. So it's weird. At one point in the year, you wanted the half slide because full slide was broken. Takes speed boosting out the game since it may be different engineers. Yeah, I think, let me see. When does the deal go through? I think it's not till 2027. Let me look. It's expected to close in the first quarter of EA's fiscal year of 2027. Oh, which is approximately June 2026. The deal, which will take EA private, was announced on September, received shareholder approval in December. Interesting. Yes, slated to close end of June 2026. Yeah, and it still has to go through court. There's regulatory approvals. Yeah, so they're retaining the CEO. So there's a good chance. I mean, they'll still have like a. They're acquiring EA, but there's a good chance they'll still be the same team. Because they're keeping the CEO. I'm interested to see what they'll do there. Saudi Arabia has a huge esports infrastructure overseas. So I wonder if they'll get Madden involved. Can only hope. What the fuck is this? It's got freight train on it. He's not gonna run. What the fuck? Got him. Come on. Come on. Hey, Ghostface, man. Clap it up for Ghostface, man. You're preaching to the choir right now, brother. Preaching to the choir. Honestly, I think the developers and the gameplay directors themselves, they should lead product direction, not the executives. That's the big issue at EA. They run like a standard bureaucracy. Again, any good ideas by the people that actually know the game, it has to be passed off and signed off by 7 middle managers. And then it has to be approved by executives. So everything moves so slow. And again, I'll be posting about it on Twitter as well. But there's like a long lost interview with the head director of EA, the gameplay director of EA, Rex Dixon. And he said the biggest problem within EA is, again, they were more interested in short-term investments in new modes and features that they knew that they were going to throw away years later instead of like investing long-term in the product. So, like I said, you guys probably don't even remember. There might have been several of you playing, Madden like 7 years ago. You probably don't even remember what Long Story is, but they invested millions of dollars into a story mode called Long Shot, and then they basically killed it off a couple years later. And what the gameplay director back then, Rex, was saying was, well, they should actually invest into rebuilding the fundamentals of the game and investing in the product long term to retain people. So essentially, the people we see at EA, like Clint, and the developers, they're just kind of like pawns in the game. They're just like the implementers, like the executives at EA. They're all knowing, and they gotta follow whatever they say. And again, they're looking for, as EA says, and again, the major takeaway I got from the interview is when the head developer, or when Rex was pitching the executives on things that they could fix in the game, and the executive got up and interrupted him in the middle of that and said, "Don't give me something you can fix, give me something you can sell." So if you're wondering why like game breaking issues like, again, speed boosting are in the game or stuff like that, it's not, they can't sell a fix. They care more about attracting new people than like retaining the core. All right, I'm in a new playbook. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, yeah, he put a spy, this bastard. Absolute bastard put a spy. Yeah, I don't have res on this playbook. Fuck. What can we sell? And what can sell if the game doesn't work profitably? People will stop spending money in the games like Crack Barrel. They start changing things. People stop going there in the last month and they charge it back. And they change it back. Yeah. I don't remember what happened with Cracker Barrel. What happened with Cracker Barrel? I think it was like something with a. It was like a name change, right? Oh, new management. Guys, watch this cross on purple. Oh, man, I got the best defense for this play. We actually found this together on stream, too. I actually bumped the curl flat. I messed it up. This guy hasn't gotten a completion yet in this formation. Oh, yeah, Cracker Barrel got new management. Yeah, I mean, one of the best ways to retain people long term is, you know, because Man has kind of grown a reputation of being like a really cheesy, gimmicky, like just broken game. And it's true to it an extent. I mean, and admittedly, EA says themselves they don't put as much, they don't invest as much into the product as they should. I mean, again, they just care about selling new things. So, again, when you just care about selling, when the product itself is broken, I mean, you know, you're not going to retain a lot of people, and you're going to gain a bad reputation overall. See, that's where we're trying to play our hand in Man Academy, is trying to show people just how much of a chess match Mana can be, but it's also a tough thing to do when you know, when you see the product direction from EA and them just allowing like blatant glitches in Madden. So it's a tough thing. We try to do the right thing, though. We need to get in the damn end zone in this shit. I think this would be, hey Julio, if you're here, I think this could be the game right here. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Dude, it's just like, fuck, I can't get in the end zone in this fucking playbook. Motherfucker. Let the kid live, man. Let the kid live. Dude, just fucking just fucking forget it. Oh my fucking god, bro. And this guy's just never gonna quit the game either. God damn it, bro. Really should be up 21 right now. Oh my god. Amen, Ghostface. Amen, brother. Amen. You're doing the right thing too, Ghostface. I know you put a lot of time in. Now this is a game because I don't know how to score in the red zone in this playbook. My lord. I got a man up square this time. Because now he's actually starting to... Okay, man, let's just run with their quarterback. Let's not even fucking think of... Oh my god. I know he's in trips head end. Interesting. Interesting. Dude, we need to get quarterback fumbles back in Madden, bro. That shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, I can't be playing better defense right now. Shit is actually sad as fuck. Oh my god, man. Dude wanted me to quit last night. I was down big and no chance of winning, but I told him that I don't quit. Hey, man. Hey. Congrats to you, Ghostface. You're a warrior. I'm the same way, bro. Just let me... I just want to figure something out about the game, you know what I'm saying? No need to put out. Here we go. No, it's pistol dude's close. Jesus Christ. It's probably going to be an RPO. I'm going to hard flat both side. Pass commit. Actually, I don't know what this is now. He's hot routing. Can't be an RPO. Do this. Yeah, he's just going to run with his quarterback every fucking play, dog. Fucking God. It's like, dude, play the game, bro. Play the game. Yeah, okay, bro. Oh, boy. My lord. By the way, you never call a timeout there, you go no huddle. That's a no huddle situation. Oh my god. Since he called a timeout, I doubt he's going to. Oh, okay. He's going to flip his fucking trips, dog. Yeah, okay. I've seen it all now. I don't know. Now he's got to go no huddle. He's spiking? I think that's insane. I would have just no huddled and quick snap something. I mean, that's an insane, like, no huddle and spike because you have the best quick snap play in the game. But he has been getting bagged on it, though, so I guess I'm not too mad at that. There we go. Yeah, no, exactly, Ghostface. Exactly, brother. Definitely should have a hard flatter right there, but it's okay. What is this? Thank you, bro. Yeah, this guy's bagged. Yeah, this has been a cage. I won't lie. This has been a cage. This boy needs to head to the Man Academy, man.